If you want consistent results with your Facebook ads, you have to test 2 to 3 new creative concepts every single week. But I get it. Coming up with new fresh ideas usually becomes a challenge. And the fact is, generating great ad concepts depends entirely on your research. The better you research, the better are your ad ideas and the better ads you create. So in this video, I'm going to share my 4-step research process to ensure you never run out of creative ideas ever again. This is the exact system that we use in our agency to generate 3 to 4 new creative concepts for each of our clients on a weekly basis. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. So when you are looking for the creative ideas or when you are doing your research, there are multiple ways on how you can do that. Instead of doing mindless kind of a research, you need to be very assured on how you are doing your research. So that's why there are 4 general questions that you should be looking into when you are doing your research. These are the 4 questions that you should be looking into or you should be reading between the lines of the customers. So first of the question is what your target market wants to achieve. Maybe they want to lose weight. They want something which looks great in place of clothing. So these are basically the wants of your target market so that you can see that, okay, what is the desire that your product is solving for them. Second question that you need to answer is like why your target market is dissatisfied with the current solution or product. Let's say your target market goes to gym, but they are not seeing any kind of a result. So why is that? Like maybe they already have a particular kind of a backpack, but they are not okay with that. Why is that? Maybe they already have a wallet, but it is so bulky. So why your product, why they are satisfied with that? By answering this particular question, you will be able to understand that how you can position your product in a manner which can prove your product as a superior one compared to the existing solution that is available in the market, which is very important. Now, the third question that you need to answer is what people like and don't like about your product. If your brand is brand new, then you can skip this question. But if your brand already has a lot of reviews on your website or already has a lot of reviews on the marketplace, you need to read and you need to understand what people don't like about your product. Let's say if people don't like that it is expensive, then you can address that concern through an ad creative, why your product is expensive. You can tell that it is made of high quality materials and all those kind of stuff. So knowing that part is also very essential. And the fourth is ad inspiration and headline ideas. Whenever I'm going through research process, there are a lot of headline ideas. There are a lot of ad creative ideas that come through my mind. I can think like, okay, this is the way I can position this product in a particular manner. So you need to be making a list of all of those ideas that is coming to your mind, and don't be ashamed or don't be think that it's a silly idea or something like that, because you just need to write down the ideas, and after that you can filter out which ideas are worth a shot or which ideas are not worth a shot. So now that you know that which are the questions and how basically you need to structure your research process, let's get right into it, like how you can do the research. First step is very basic, where you have to basically go through your own brand. Now, if you own your own brand, you obviously know a lot about that. But if you are, let's say, a media buyer, or if you are an agency who is running ads for your clients, then you need to understand the brand in a very deepest manner. And the way to do that is basically to read a lot of reviews around them and to read the comments on the social media and ads which they are getting. So for example, let's say this is one of the brand. We are not running ads for them. Very clear, simple. It's just for the example purpose over here. For example, this is the brand. So if I'm running ads for them, this is how I will approach it. First process will be to go through their product page to understand the product in the deepest manner possible. I will understand that, okay, this is a 2-person backpacking tent. So basically it is for 2-person. Then I will actually, now here only I have a question that whether or not there are backpacking tents for 4-person, 8-person, like that. So I will just go and research about that and see that, okay, whether this brand sells this or not. Like, okay. And then I will go through a lot of things. For example, okay, the features are lightweight. What is the weight here? And then I can compare that with some other competitors so that I can see that whether we can promote our product as a lightweight or not. So there is a lot of things over here. Like you can go through a lot of research features over here. But more than that, what I like to do is I like to go through the reviews of it. For example, one of the thing is super easy to set up. Colors, like this can be a great ad angle, like the easiest backpacking tent ever to set up, like, right? So like it can be a great ad angle over there. So super easy to set up. This was my first backpacking tent, and this tent went up so fast and was light to carry. So another angle over here, it's a light to carry backpacking tent. Now, like this, you need to just go through a lot of reviews. And if I was in your position, I would have read all the reviews that they have. If it is 100, if it is 200, doesn't matter, I would read through all of this. And you just do not just need to read the positive reviews, you need to read all the reviews. That means you need to read the lowest rating reviews also, because that's very important. Some of the best ideas I have ever gotten is through the lowest rating reviews, because that helps me to understand how to overcome some of the objection people have with this product. So for example, you can see this 4-star rating over here. My only disappointment is that I ordered 2 sleeping pads and they don't fit. So we can think about it, how we can particularly overcome this objection over here, right? So you can just read through all of this and you can understand that, okay, what are the exact things the people like about my product, what are the exact things people don't like about my product, and how I can create some of the ad angles around things that people like about my product. So basically, to get an understanding about your own product. Now, second part of the process to understand your brand in a deeper manner is to go to your comments on the social media post and ads. Now you can go through the comments on your ads. Particularly if you are running ads already for a long time, try to go through all of the ad comments. For example, one of the brands that we were working with, and there was a particular comment that was coming over and over again for when we were running their ads, that was that their product is too expensive. So what we made an ad creative stating that particular thing, why our product is expensive. And within a week, that was a top spender in our entire ad account. So that's what it shows you, that you do not need to sometimes hide those negative comments over there. You need to address that concerns of the customers in a very great manner, and that can be great ad ideas for you also. Now, once you have done the research for your brand, you have understand your product, you have understood what people like about your product, what people don't like about your product. Do the same thing if you are available on marketplace. Do the same thing if you're available on ads, if you're available on an Instagram platform, social media, anywhere. Like basically read through every single thing people have told about your brand. That's the motive around this first process. Now, the second process comes to the play on your competitors. You need to find 2 to 3 competitors that sell similar products to you. You need to find 2 to 3 competitors that solve similar problems what you solve, and you need to also go through their reviews and the product features that they offer. So for example, if I'm selling a weight loss supplement, right? So I will try to find 2 to 3 competitors that are selling similar supplements in the market. I will try to find 2 to 3 competitors that are not solving supplements exactly, but probably are selling the weight loss solution. So maybe gyms, so maybe another things like maybe some exercises, or maybe a lot of things are there. So we can just, or dietitians. I will also look at their ads, because they will also help me to understand how to target a particular market over there. So yeah, when you list out the competitors, you need to go through at least 4 to 5 competitors in my view, so that you have a very good understanding about the market itself and whom you are competing with essentially. So let's say this is the one of the competitors upon here. So let's just go through them. So basically, this is one of the competitors for this product. Let's say the backpacking tent that we are promoting over here. Here, first of the process for me will be to go through actually their features, what they offer, all those kind of things. So for example, I can see that super light, they are also promoting as a super light thing, easy to carry and all those kind of things. So I will just go through all durable water repellent. So I will see if we are also water repellent or not. So this helps you to understand what your competitors are, or whether or not you have a superior product, because you do not need to promote yourself as a false claims or something like that. So that helps you with a lot of things over there only. Then the most important process is to go through the reviews of your competitors, because this actually helps you to understand how you can make your ads in a better manner. So for example, I can see over here poles broken on second use. So that shows the durability factor is an issue for this for this brand. Same way, I will like to go through a lot of negative reviews, particularly because I can see that what is the problem people are facing with them, and is there something that we can do. For example, you can see broken tent poles again. You can see upon here broken on first setup. So it shows that the durability is an issue over here, which is something again you can see over here. Durability is an issue. So we can use this thing for our advantage, and we can say that our tents are the most durable thing ever in the market. Now, same way, you need to go to Amazon also, like basically competitors are on the website. Now, second way of doing that is to go to the Amazon reviews. Go to Amazon and search for the product and just look at all the reviews that they have gotten. Just basically and I like to go through for 1 star and 2 star reviews in the beginning, and then I like to go to the 5 star reviews, but I will start always with 1 star review, because that helps me to understand what exactly is that. Although I'm not signed in right here, but yeah, you get the point. I will like to go through all the 1 star and 2 star ratings over here to understand what exactly people don't like about the product and what exactly we can help them with, right? So 5 star also is something that you can go through. For example, only recommending for backyard use. So something that they don't like is like they can't be used for hiking or something like that, right? So something like that we can also address over here. So once you have researched about your competitors in this particular deep manner, you will have a lot of understanding already. You will already have a lot of ideas about how you can target your customers in the most different ad ideas or ad angles. You will be not stick with one angle where you are showing just a durability factor. You can show multiple angles over here. Just by doing this 5 minute research, we have already figured out 3 to 4 new ad ideas that we can run ads for this particular product easily. Now, the third part of the process comes into through social media. You need to go through Instagram, you need to go through TikTok, you need to go through YouTube. And basically, here the main purpose of this is to understand the target audience lingo, because when you're writing scripts, when you are writing headlines, it should match how your target audience speaks, right? You can't just assume that they speak in the same manner as you do. You need to understand what are their lingos, how they communicate with each other, to understand what kind of content format works in their industry, like what is the basically the b-rolls that works in their industry, to also find our core research questions and to find some good ad ideas. So you need to go through a lot of content that they are producing in their industries to understand what kind of content you can produce which will connect with them, right? So for example, you can go through YouTube and search for backpacking tents, and you can search over here. So for example, 2024 best tents for solo backpacking. Like I can create an ad around this thing, like basically the best backpacking or best tent for solo backpacking, like basically targeting a very specific audience over there. Best 2% tents for backpacking 2024. As you see, our product is very similar to this, so I will like to go through the video around it, and I will also like to go through the comment section at first, like basically what people are telling about this thing, and to understand basically the motive behind what people wanted and not. So it's all about basically understanding how people react or how people talk about a particular industry and what are their core issues and what they are looking forward to. That's basically the core idea. There is nothing complicated as such over here. Now, once you have done that, like basically you have done the social media, you have done the competitors, you have done research about your own product, the last step of the process comes into the ad inspiration. And this is something that a lot of people do it in the first hand. They like to go to Facebook Ads Library, they like to go to 4Play or Artria. These are basically platforms where you can see ads on your particular product. This is the process that a lot of people do on the first hand, but I don't like to do it on the first hand because somewhere it makes you complacent about doing all of this, because all of the other process is basically doing a lot of manual labor. But here you can just type in your product name and you can get a lot of ideas over here. So a lot of people like to just do it because this is easy process, but when you do it, you will find a lot of hidden gems that were not available over here. That's why I like to tell you that do that first 3 research process as diligently as possible, and then move on to the ad inspiration over here. For example, 4Play is one of those platforms that I use. Here you can just search your name, your like product name, and you can get a lot of ads that are running for this particular product. You can see that, okay, what is working, why it is working. You can see that it has run for 449 days. That means it has worked a great. And now you can just, just look at the video. You can understand how you can replicate the same thing for your product, or what is the core message of this particular ad creative, and how you can replicate that same message for your product also at the same time. And also, one of the cool feature about 4Play is that you can go to the brands, and from your research you have already found out 2 to 3 competitors of yours. So you can type in the competitors and you can also see the ads that they are running. So you can get a very great idea about what exactly is working in your industry also. 4Play is one of those options. You can also use Artria. That's very much similar to 4Play. You can also use Facebook Ads Library for the same thing. You will have a list of things that people don't like about your product, and yet you can use this information to make ad creatives around that. For example, one of the things that I noticed while doing the research for this particular brand, for this particular tent, was that durability was an issue with other competitors. So I can make an ad creative around that ad angle alone. It's not the most exciting part about running Facebook ads, although I like it, but a lot of people find it boring. But regardless of that, you need to do this process anyhow because the payoff will be great. If you found it valuable, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every single week. And if you want to know 5 myths about Facebook ad that you should avoid while running ads for your brands, then check out this video and I will see you in the next video.